Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to summarize an interesting poem, The Female of the Species, written by famous poet Gauri Deshpande. She writes not only in English language but also in Marathi language. And this poem explores the emotional strength and the understanding which are being shared among women. The poet shows how during the moments of sadness, love, or disappointment, especially when they're dealing with the ungrateful children, a woman finds true comfort not from men, but from other women like a mother, her sister, or her friends. Through the simple conversation, through the simple conversations and the shared silence, women communicate their deep feelings. The poem beautifully highlights the unspoken bond, empathy, and emotional support that exist between women. Stanza number one, the poet says, sometimes you want to talk about love and despair and the gratefulness of children. A man is no use, whatever then. The poet begins by describing the moments in a woman's life when she feels overwhelmed by the emotions like love, sadness, and disappointment, especially about the children being ungrateful or distant. So at such moment when a woman is in the emotions of love, sadness, and disappointment, at such moments, men are no help at all. She does not get any help from the men. This does not mean that the men are not good. It just means that they often cannot understand or respond to these deep emotional needs the way women do. The poem starts with a feeling of emotional isolation and a need for empathy that men often feel to provide such empathy to the women. Stanza number two, the poet says, you want then your mother or your sister or the girl with whom you went through the school and your first love and her first child, a girl, and your second. So in such moment of emotional stability, where we require someone for the emotional stability, the speaker longs for female companionship. The speaker says that at that time we require women companionship, people who truly understand her experiences. So who do require that time? The speaker wants to be with her mother, who is a symbol of comfort and care. The speaker wants to be with her sister, who grew up with her. The speaker wants to be with a school friend who shared her youth and secrets. The speaker wants with her first love, even that woman's child as well as her own second child. So, in such a moment of emotional instability, the speaker would like to be in the company of mother, sister, school friend, her first love, as well as her child. It may be her own second child. So, this stanza reveals the deep emotional bonds women share and how these relationships often offer understanding, history, and warmth, something which she cannot get from men during the emotional distress. So, during the emotional distress, men cannot provide her understanding and the warmth, and who can provide a woman can easily provide the understanding, history, and warmth. Stanza number three, only one line. You sit with them and talk. The poet says, very good. You just sit with them and talk. So, this single line is very short but very powerful. It shows a very calm, intimate, and a healing moment when women are sitting together and when they are talking among each other. The simplicity of this scene reflects how women support each other quietly and meaningfully. They don't need grand gestures. Just then, what do they require? They just require presence and conversations. So, their conversations are enough to soothe and understand each other. Stanza number four, she sews and you sit and sip and speak of the rate of rice and the price of tea and the scarcity of cheese. Now the poem shifts to a domestic and the ordinary scene. What happens at home? A domestic scene. One woman is sewing, one woman is sewing, and the other woman is sipping tea. They talk about simple household things like what is the cost of food, shortage of supplies. So all the domestic discussion, they do it when the one woman is sewing sweater, etc., and the other woman is sipping tea. At first, it might seem like small talk, but actually, this is how women share deeper emotions indirectly. These conversations are a safe space where unspoken feelings are hidden beneath everyday words. It shows that emotional comfort doesn't need any dramatic conversations. Just being together and talking about life is more than enough to bring the emotional stability among women. This men cannot do, right? The last danger, you know both that you have spoken of love, despair, and ungratefulness of children. This final stanza reveals the true depth of the conversation. Even though these women, they only talked about tea, rice, and cheese, both women understand that they were really talking about love, despair, and ungrateful children. Love, possibly lost, despair, sadness, emptiness of life, ungrateful children, perhaps children who don't care or don't understand their mother anymore. So these women, they are while having coffee, tea, or while talking with about tea, rice, cheese. Actually, they are really discussing about love, despair, and grateful children. This shows the unspoken understanding between women. They don't always have to say things directly. Their shared experiences and the emotional closeness allow them to speak through silences and small talk. So the message is women understand women in ways that the words alone cannot explain. So this is how we can say here Gauri Deshpande, the poet, beautifully captures the emotional strength and quiet solidarity of women. The poem highlights how women turn to each other for support during the difficult times and how they can communicate deep emotions without any dramatic words. It also points out that men may not always be emotionally available, while female bonds offer understanding, healing, and emotional refuge refuse. So this is how I have tried to summarize an interesting poem, The Female of Species, which is in the syllabus of second semester BA General English under Bangalore University. So friends, thank you so much. Subscribe the channel for more videos. Like the video, comment on this video. So thanks for watching this video. Stay in tune with Mukesh English.